Hello everybody, it is All Night is Brony time and welcome to another reaction. I'm still recording this on the day I lost sleep, so if I'll still be a bit tired in this video if you don't notice, but don't you worry about that. I'm still paying attention. But anyway, we're back with Gen 4 Revisitation. We're now getting into episode 14. I'm excited for this one, folks. Anyway, let's get right into the episode.
Oh, opalescence, can't you just picture it? Moi, stepping out in a stunning new gown at the Grand Galloping Gala in Canterlot. Why, yes, I did make it myself. Thank you so much for asking. Oh, Opal, of course you can help me. Thank you. What's that? You want to help me more? Oh, aren't you the sweetest thing?
Head abuse. Disgraceful.
Careful now, don't move. This shouldn't take long at all. My little pony, my little pony.
Skip intro. I mean, we've seen it several times.
Howdy, Rarity. Shh! Can't you see Rarity's trying to concentrate? What do you think she's making? Looks like a dress. Well, that makes sense, since this is a dressmaker's shop and all. Is there something I can help you with?
Oh boy.
So very sorry to trouble you, Rarity, but I need a quick favor. Could you please fix a button for me? It's my dress for the Grand Galloping Gala.
Oh, no,
I don't have to be a fashion person to know that that dress does not scream party
You're the glamorous
dress.
new outfit for the gala, and I'll make it for you. No problem at all. It would be my pleasure.
Oh, that's really
Oh,
sweet
no.
of you to offer, Rarity, but I
Don't
can't
offer
really
to
do
do
that.
free
It would be so much
commissions.
work. This dress is fine,
Twilight
A
Sparkle.
lot of
I
people
insist on
who like
making you
do
a new
art
dress.
but
Not another
have
word.
really related to
I
this
won't take
episode.
no for an answer.
well, in that case, thank you for your generosity, Rarity. Knowing your handiwork, I'm sure it will be absolutely beautiful.
Let me guess, Applejack. You don't want a new gown either. Gown? Shoot, I was just gonna wear my old work duds. You can't possibly be serious, Applejack. You absolutely must wear formal attire. Nah. What if I just
my
spruce up
God.
your duds?
Although I
You're a
feel
little
it, a
bit-
lot of formal
No.
attire is super
Okay,
uncomfortable,
sure, why
and I
not?
hate wearing
Since
it.
you're
That's
offering
why I
it,
don't go to a
just
lot of
don't make them
parties.
too,
Like, I hate wearing
Deal.
button-up shirts. Like, it's just so uncomfortable. Like, you think if you're in a work
Trick.
environment, you
Didn't
want to
quite
be
work.
comfortable. And if I get this one job I applied for, I'm gonna have to wear that kind of stuff out every day, and it'll be
I'll
so
make
like,
you
oh
an
my
outfit
god,
for the
I'm
gala
not looking.
too,
I
Rainbow
won't.
Dash.
That's the only thing I wouldn't like about it.
Outfit for the what now? I'll make one for you, and all of you. Oh, and of course Pinky and Fluttershy too. Oh, and when I'm done, we can hold our very own fashion show.
What a great idea! If you're sure you can handle it.
Oh, it'll be a little bit of work, but it'll be a wonderful boost for my business. Plus, fun. Oh, I love
If
fun
it goes
things.
well.
Then it's settled. We'll have a fashion show starring us. Yay! So, all you have to do is make a different, stunning, original, amazing outfit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus yourself 6 ponies and lickety-split? Oh, Applejack. You
As
think
long
it
as
sounds
no
like
one's
it's going to be
unreasonable.
hard.
Thread by thread, stitching it together. Twilight's dress, cutting out the pattern snip by snip, making sure the fabric falls nicely. It's the perfect color and so hip. Always got to keep in mind my pacing, making sure the clothes correctly facing. I'm stitching Twilight's dress. Yard by yard, fussing on the details. Jewel neckline. Don't you know a stitch in time saves 9? Make her something perfect to inspire. Even though she hates formal attire, gotta mind those intimate details. Even though she's more concerned with sales, it's Applejack's new dress. For Pinkie Pie, something pink. Fluttershy, something breezy. Blend color and form. Do you think it looks cheesy?
God, such a catchy song.
Something brash, perhaps quite fetching.
If there's one thing that's consistent through all of My Little Pony, is the songs are just great.
Even though it rides high on the flank, Rainbow won't look like a tank. I'm stitching Rainbow's dress. Piece by piece, snip by snip, croup, duck, haunch, shoulders, hips, thread by thread, trimmed and pressed, yard by yard, never stressed, and that's the art of the dress.
Man, the art of the dress.
That's it.
Such a good song.
Keep them closed. Don't look. Okay, you can look now. These are your new outfits.
And they look freaking amazing.
What do you think of your old duds now, Applejack? Pretty swanky, are they not? I'm Twilight. I made this dress for you, and I designed each outfit themed to perfectly reflect each pony's unique personality. Oh, it took me forever to get the colors right on this one, Rainbow Dash, but I did it. Oh, and it turned out beautiful, don't you think? Oh, and I know you're going to love yours, Fluttershy. It just sings spring. And Pinkie Pie, look, pink, your favorite. Aren't they all amazing?
Wow, they're...
Yeah,
And of course they don't like
sure
them.
are,
Oh my god.
Yes, something.
I love something.
You see,
Something is my favorite. It's nice.
my
what's the matter?
opinion
Don't you
is
like
when
them?
I commission
They're
a
very
piece of
nice.
artwork,
And we're plumb grateful because you worked
like,
so
I
hard on them.
rarely
Well, it's just not
ever
as cool as I was
criticize or, like, ask for something to be changed,
Yes.
because,
I guess
in my
what we're all
opinion,
saying is
I
that
can't
they're
do
just
art.
not what
They
we
are
want.
the artists, they are the
Yeah.
expert on how this works. So usually
That's
if I
okay.
could just look at it and
No
say,
problem.
it looks good,
Just tell
that's
me
all
more
I
where that
need.
came from.
Like, but there are some
They were
people
only
who
a
just,
first pass.
everything
They're
has
my
to be
friends, and I
down
want
to
you
the
to be
least
110%
detail of what
satisfied.
they view it to
Not
be.
to worry. I'll redo
Like,
them.
and
Oh, Rarity.
I
You
get
don't have
that
to do
sometimes, but you also, you need to
I
give
want them to be
leniency
better
for,
than
like,
just fine. I want you to think they're absolutely perfect. Are you sure? I mean, we wouldn't want to impose. Oh, it's no imposition. Really, I insist.
Well, in that case, thank you
sorry I
again,
went
Larry.
off a little bit of a tangent there, but I'm an actor, and, you know, there are bully
Have I
playwrights
gotten
out there who will
myself
just,
into?
you know, they're too...
Hello? You wanted to see me, Rarity? Fluttershy, your new gown's ready. I completely revised it, and I know you're going to love it. What do you think? I love it. Oh, you're just saying that. No, I do. It's nice. 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 If you don't like it, you should just tell me. Oh, but I do like it. Like it or love it? Both? Which is it?
And then there's the other
Stop asking
side.
me
It's
this.
like,
Just tell me what you really think. No, that's okay. Tell me.
don't
No.
assume and don't try to pressure people into criticizing your work.
Tell me. All right, since you really want to know. The arm size tight, the midi collar doesn't go with the shawl lapel. The hems are clearly machine stitched. The pleats are uneven. The fabric looks like toile. Used a back stitch here when it clearly called for a top stitch or maybe a traditional blanket stitch. And the over design is reminiscent of pret-a-porter and not true French haute couture. But, you know, whatever.
Another foreshadowing a later episode, like her knowledge of sewing. Like,
Now, the
there's
stars
so
on my belt
much
need to be
stuff
technically accurate.
that's been
Orion has
introduced
3
in this
stars on
first
his dial,
season
not 4.
that comes back later.
Stitch
And
by
that
stitch,
shows
stitching
that
it together.
these early seasons, the writers were really paying attention to actually watching other
Even if my
episodes.
fabric choice was perfect, gotta get them all done by tonight. Pinkie by the colors, too obtrusive. Wait until you see it in the light. I'm sewing them together.
Don't you think my gown would be more...
Ah, yes, the upbeat song, but the lyrics are anything other than upbeat.
Do it!
Hour by hour, one more change. I'm sewing them together. Take great pains. Fluttershy, you're putting me in a bind. Rainbow Dash, what is on your mind? crazy. Every customer's call.
Dressmaking is as easy as you or your client makes it. But let's say that.
That constellation is Canis Major, not minor.
Oh no.
French haute couture, please.
What if it rains? Galoshes!
More balloons! Oh no, that's too many balloons. More candy! Oh, less candy! Oh wait, I know! Streamers!
Streamers.
Whose dress is this?
Oh, and now you're guilting her too?
What? Aren't you going to tell me to change something too? No, I just want my dress to be cool. Do you not like the color? The color's fine, just make it look cooler. Do you not like the shape? The shape's fine.
And then there are people who don't like it, but they're way too vague and not specific enough.
20% cooler.
Birth of the Meme. Funny, I've seen so many reactions that are so funny. They're like, that's where that comes from. Like,
Even if you simply have to
I'm like, yeah.
make sure that it stays within our budget. Got to overcome intimidation. Remember, it's all in the presentation. Piece by piece, snip by snip, croup dog haunch, shoulders hip, bolt by bolt, primmed and pressed, yard by yard, always stressed, and that's the art of the dress.
Oh,
And then-
Opal, these are the ugliest dresses I've ever made.
But
Okay,
you can't
I
blame
did
yourself
exactly
for it.
what
Like,
each of you asked for. Now don't hold back. Let me know what you really think.
Oh, it's perfect. It's cool.
Wow, they're the best duds I ever did see.
It's exactly what
now of course, many people make that the artist's subjective argument, but like that,
Are you as happy with them as we are?
I can't stand by the argument, because if you use it, then art will never change, it'll never evolve, it'll never
finally be done.
improve.
You are never gonna believe this! You've heard of Hoity Toity?
The bigwig fashion hotshot in Canterlot?
Uh-huh! He heard about your fashion show. Well, maybe I happened to mention it to him. He's coming here, all the way from Canterlot to see your work, Rarity!
Whoa, Nelly! You could sell a ton of dresses to this guy. Your business will be booming.
That's so cool! I can't believe it!
Oh, hoity-toity, he's coming here to see these dresses?
Yep, get ready for all your dreams to come true.
Oh, there he is.
Anyone who's seen Doctor Who's Assistant knows how they incorporated that into that audio
And so
show,
will he.
and it was good.
What's wrong with the lights? Oh, yes, that means the show's starting. Good.
Hey, first appearance of DJ Poem 3, Final Scratch. Voiced by Now King,
Since the beginning of
pretty
time,
much.
the elite of Equestria have longed for pony fashions that truly express the essence of their very souls. Patiently waiting decades, no, centuries, for the perfect pony gown. Today, at long last, Equestria, your wait is over. Let's hear it for the breathtaking designs of Ponyville's own Rarity!
God, they really made those look ridiculous.
Why's every pony looking
I
at us
bet
like
some of
that?
our animators had so much fun with this, or the artists.
Oh dear. You think we overdid it?
Nah. Okay.
They're
Maybe.
so loud and
Oh,
flashy.
Amateurish designs look like a piled-on mishmash of everything but the kitchen sink. It's a travesty, is what it is. Those outfits are the ugliest things I've ever seen. Oh, for shame. Who is responsible for subjecting our eyes to these horrors? Not to mention wasting my valuable time.
Oh, bite me.
take a bow, Rarity. You worked really hard for this. Yes! All right! Woo-hoo! Go, Rarity!
And you ruin your friend's entire career.
You okay in there? You haven't come out for days. I'm never coming out. I can't show my face in Ponyville ever again. I used to be some pony. I used to be respected. I made dresses, beautiful, beautiful dresses. But now every pony is laughing at me. I'm nothing but a laughing stock.
You're not a laughing stock, Rarity.
She kind of is.
Shh.
Oh
Come on
my
out and
God.
talk to us.
Leave me alone! I want to be alone! I want to wallow in whatever it is that ponies are supposed to wallow in! Do ponies wallow in pity? Oh, listen to me! I don't even know what I'm supposed to wallow in! I'm so pathetic!
Now what do we do?
Panic?
I don't know why I'm laughing.
Well, we can't just leave Rarity like this.
Oh my
She'll
God,
become a
it's
crazy
such a
cat
great,
She
like,
only has one cat.
Give her time.
and my sister has two.
Exile. I guess technically I'd have to move away to live in exile. Where would I go? And what would I pack? Oh, it's going to take me forever to do all of that packing. What are you supposed to pack when you go into exile? You're supposed to pack warm? Huh? Opal? Opal, how did you get up there? Hang on, you poor dear. Mama's coming. Rainbow Dash? How dare you strand my poor Opal in a tree? Well, how else were we gonna get you out here to show you this?
Don't do that to cats, but I can't lie that this morning I wanted to do that to one of the cats that I live with.
Thanks to Fluttershy's freaking out.
I wanted to... I want to put them in a timeout. They were being very, very disruptive of my sleep schedule.
Uh-oh. She doesn't like it. No, I don't like it.
Aww.
I love it! Yay! You ponies did an amazing job. It's exactly the way I imagined it. We just followed your brilliant design.
Like we should have let you do for our outfits. Those first dresses you designed were perfect.
We're so super sorry. You worked really hard to make our dresses exactly the way we wanted them.
And we all saw how well that turned out.
Oh, I forgive you.
Well, that's mighty big of you.
But my whole career is still ruined.
Oh, right. That.
Maybe not.
All right, I haven't got all day. Take two.
God, the animation in this episode. This episode must have been one of the most expensive to make, because like this, of just this scene alone.
Simply magnificent! And I suddenly have a fierce craving for some Dutch apple pie, candied apples on a stick, apple turnovers, apple cobbler. Brilliant! Oh, spectacular! Now this is a fashion show! Oh, these dresses are absolutely amazing! responsible. Step forward, show yourself. Brava! Brava! Magnifico! Oh!
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Dear Princess Celestia, this week my very talented friend Rarity learned that if you try to please every pony, you oftentimes end up pleasing no pony, especially yourself. And I learned this. When some pony offers to do you a favor, like making you a beautiful dress, you shouldn't be overly critical of something generously given to you. In other words, you shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Rarity, my congratulations to you on a most impressive fashion debut. Would you do me the great honor of allowing me to feature your couture in my best of the best boutique in Canterlot? Now, I'll need you to make a dozen of each dress for me by next Tuesday.
Okay, so once again, fantastic episode. Two really good episodes back to back, I would say. Oh gosh, man. This episode, as someone who does as someone who has been in the artistic space, whatever that artistic space might be, not all artistic spaces are the same. This episode is incredibly relatable when it comes to like making art and the relationship between customer and artist. It is such a rocky relationship, and certain balance has to be met for in order for both parties to come out unscathed. And sometimes you have the crowd that doesn't like something, is very too specific, but they're so specific that it ends up hurting the art overall because they're not an artist. They don't know like what the tricks of the trade and like what would be considered acceptable and what would not. And then you have like the people like Rainbow Dash who are like they're critical and but they're too vague about what they're critical about. So it's like what the hell are they supposed to do now? There's so much there's a lot in this episode, and I feel like Fuller, what I can't remember her first name, I don't know if she has a personal relationship with this or if this is just, a really well written episode based around that subject. But by God, it was so relatable when it comes to that. Especially with adaptations, there's a very specific balance that must be met, and they're really hard to do, and most do not succeed because it it's so hard to take something that has already been written by another artist and turn it into that because certain things have to be changed for the medium, whether that be film, television, from like for instance book adaptations from book to film is super difficult and super hard, and it's a balance. Like when you do an adaptation, you sacrifice some of your artistic freedom to do what you want to do because it's another piece of artist work and that's important and it must be respected. And then like there's also a balance of do you want to slave to the source material or do you want to completely heavily deviate from the source material? And I think the reality is somewhere in the middle. And sometimes adaptations really succeed in this endeavor. I mean Lord of the Rings, great film adaptations, The Hunger Games, what are other great adaptation? Well, well-received adaptations? I guess Twilight, even though I don't really like those films. But yeah, book to film adaptations, book, film, or television, very difficult, and a lot of them don't succeed. I mean, if we see the disasters with Rings of Power, we saw the disaster with the Witcher series, like you can't go to one end of the extreme, I feel like, and still create something that, works. But yeah, sorry about my little tangents during this episode, but once again, in an artistic space, specifically theater, and it's a minefield. But anyway, what did you guys all think? Please let me know in the comments below, and until then, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to have more content, and I will see you all in the next reaction.